Good morning. Oh, man, you guys can do better than that. Come on. Good morning. Thank you. It's such an honor to serve as the executive director of Classroom Central. I have to tell you, I wake up every single day in sheer disbelief that I get to come to work and do this job every day. It is amazing. So thank you for allowing me to be able to do that. And thank you for whoever clapped. That is awesome. I appreciate it. Oh, some of our volunteers, thank you. It really is an honor. And when I started this journey 17 years ago, we didn't have much as an organization. We didn't have a building. We didn't have any employees. We didn't even have letterhead. But what we did have was the seed of an idea and a small but mighty group of people dedicated to ensuring that all children had what they needed to learn, regardless of their circumstances. I'm really proud to say that we've grown tremendously since those early days, and just last month, we celebrated a milestone of $60 million in free supplies distributed. That is very applause-worthy, and you all made that happen. It was certainly a proud moment, but one that continues to be just overshadowed by the vast need in this community. Charlotte, along with Classroom Central, has experienced tremendous growth over the past years and is seen as a very prosperous city for some, but certainly not for all. There are more than 127,000 children in the nearly 200 schools that Classroom Central serves that qualify for free or reduced price lunches. I was an English major in college, so sometimes numbers, I gotta think visually, and I wanna try to paint a picture of what 127,000 children looks like, because to me, it can seem completely overwhelming. Take a look around in this arena. You could fill this arena not 5 times, not 10 times, but nearly 15 times, and that would be 127,000 children. The children we serve come from families that oftentimes earn less than $31,000 per year. Some are struggling to find an affordable place to call home. Others, nearly 4,000 students in Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools alone, are homeless. With these challenges and many, many more, you can begin to see where school supplies are just simply out of reach. Add this to funding cuts for education, and you're left with teachers having to bridge the gap out of their own pockets. Classroom Central is fortunate to have support from people like you who believe in the potential of every child. Folks who give financially, who donate products and in-kind services, and those who give what I think oftentimes is the most valuable gift of all, and that's their time. And for that, we are all so grateful. With your support, we've assembled what I think is the best team of people to manage the day-to-day of our operation. This group of 10 employees, yes, you heard that correctly, just 10, 2 of which are part-time, handle inventory and recruit volunteers. They manage our database, coordinate our programs, and garner the resources to make this mission possible. We're grateful for this community's trust and investment in our work, and we take maximizing your gifts very, very seriously. In fact, we're able to turn every dollar that you invest in our programs into $9 worth of materials that end up in our area classrooms. Yep, you heard that correctly. Your gift to Classroom Central yields a 900% return. We're proud of that return and all that you've enabled us to accomplish. But friends, our work here is far from done. Have you ever heard the quote, "The true meaning of life is to plant trees under whose shade you never expect to sit"? It's a really powerful quote and one that just fuels my passion for Classroom Central every day. Through our work, we're planting seeds for a brighter future for students whose names we may never know and whose faces we may never see. Yes, that looks like giving away pencils and notebooks and backpacks, but it is so much more than that. These are tools that build better bonds between teachers and students, And it shows kids that someone cares and believes in them so much so that they're willing to give them what they need. No questions asked and nothing really expected in return. But I'm here to tell you there is a big return that's reaped when you plant small but mighty seeds of love and support. Their harvest is increased attendance, reduced behavioral problems, and improved grades for students. But let's talk about our educators. Anybody here know a teacher or an educator? I know lots of them, and I love them. That's a lot of hands that went up. That's great. If you know a teacher, you know how caring and incredible they are. And you also know that they will go to any length to make sure that their students have what they need. And you're going to hear that momentarily from our keynote speaker. And you're going to love him. But if you know a teacher, you know how stressful their work can be. And while I'm happy that the starting salary for educators has increased, it's now up to $35,000 in the state of North Carolina. And they, in my opinion, are underpaid still, and I would go so far as to say even undervalued. And unfortunately, 25% of them are leaving the profession every single year. And guess what? The pipeline of students that are entering into the field of education isn't nearly enough to replace the numbers that are leaving. And so I'll ask, where are we all going to be as a society and as a community without our teachers? That's yet another reason that our work at Classroom Central is so important. Through your support, you not only save teachers money, but you show them that they're valued and that they're appreciated. Our impact survey indicates every single year that teachers that utilize our programs are more likely to stay in their jobs. And this is important not just to ensure that we have enough teachers to fill the roles, but because an experienced teacher, especially one that's working in a high-need school, is the single most important predictor of long-term success for children. Your support can certainly make an immediate and even a long-lasting impact on our community, and I want to share with you a couple of examples of how that can work. We're currently open, our free store is currently open over on Wilkinson Boulevard 2 days a week for teachers. It's not nearly enough. We actually have to turn teachers away. We want to do more. We want to expand, and an investment in Classroom Central today can allow us to open 3 days, 4 days a week. We could increase our capacity by as little as 50% or more, which would be amazing. Just by opening one more day a week, we would be able to serve 3,800 more teachers every single year. But looking ahead, Classroom Central wants to do more than that. We want to make a greater impact and not just giving away more and more supplies year over year, but we've got some really bold and really innovative ideas to step up and to continue to meet this community's needs. I'll give you an example. This was something I recently heard that just floored me. Did you know that only 39% of Mecklenburg County's third graders are reading on grade level? I'll say that again, 39%. Put another way, that's 6 in 10 kids that are not reading on grade level. And so why is this important? It's just third grade, right? Well, think about it. Through third grade, you're learning how to read. Afterwards, you're reading to learn, even in subjects like math. If kids fall behind in third grade, they may never catch up. And to drive home the importance even more, children that are not reading on grade level in third grade are 4 times more likely to drop out of school. And I don't think I need to tell anyone the number of prisoners that are high school dropouts. And you can start to see where this cycle continues. Classroom Central recently piloted a literacy initiative, and in the first week alone, more than 200 teachers received lesson plans and materials to improve reading proficiency. Who knows what's now going to be possible for the almost 4,000 kids in these teachers' classrooms. Talk about planting seeds for success. But our innovation doesn't stop there. Over the course of the next year, we plan to ramp up support not just for literacy, but for science, technology, and math. by launching a lending library that will revolutionize the way that we operate. This initiative will bring the very best of Classroom Central, our infrastructure, our reach, our buying power, and make available materials such as robot building kits and games and activities that can be shared with hundreds of teachers year after year after year. These materials could very well be the seeds that spark learning and creativity for thousands of students. And think about what it could do for an educator in helping them to ensure that learning is always fresh and engaging and fun. The possibilities at Classroom Central, they're endless. And whatever the future holds, there's one thing that I absolutely know for sure. We are just as committed and passionate about leveling the academic playing field than we've ever been before. Solving complex community issues such as poverty and literacy, these are the things that keep me up at night. And I'll be honest, they sometimes can just seem completely overwhelming. But Classroom Central offers a simple and an immediate way to respond, to give kids what they need today to complete their homework assignments tomorrow. And it can really be that simple. In doing so together, we can lift up our teachers and students. And I guarantee we're going to do our part to continue to grow stronger every single year. But we cannot do this without the support of committed partners and people like you. So I'll ask, will you be that one to plant the tree that will provide shade for our community for years to come? For a glimpse at what your gift can do, please join me in watching our video on the Jumbotron.